Hello and welcome to the pre-departure video for the J1 Irish Work and Travel, Intern and Trainee visas. This video is designed to cover some last-minute tips and information as you get ready to leave for the United States. First of all, some housekeeping. Have you sent us your flight and your insurance information? If you haven't, you should do so now. That evidence can come in the form of the email you received when you booked your flight or when you purchased your health insurance. If you have not done either, you should now purchase your flight and purchase your health insurance. Please consult the information pack we sent you for information regarding the health insurance. Have you found housing yet? Be that temporary housing for your first couple of days in the United States or long-term housing throughout your program. Hopefully you've started looking. Hotels can be very, very expensive. Some folks will use them when they arrive for temporary accommodation while they search for their long-term housing. Craigslist is a good option when it comes to searching for housing. It's a website that has wanted ads and accommodation listed. Airbnb or Home and Away are two apps that you can download to your phone, and they may help you in your search. Both offer anything from whole houses to apartments to rooms in apartments, etc. They can be relatively inexpensive. You should, of course, also Google housing in the various cities and towns that you're going to. You're going to need to have an address for immigration. Please have that ready to hand to the CBP officer as you pass through. This can be temporary accommodation or your long-term accommodation if you found that already. Please be aware when you do find your long-term accommodation that many landlords require long-term leases. They may require a deposit and first month's rent up front. You should be prepared for this eventuality and have the funds with you to be able to deal with it. Plugging in. Electrical outlets in the United States are different to what you may have at home. Please be aware of this and pack adapters or converters if you need them. Most laptops only need an adapter for when you come to the United States. These adapters can be bought at airports, although you may look locally to make sure you have one when you leave. So as you get ready to pack, there are some things that we definitely recommend you keep in your carry-on luggage as opposed to your checked luggage. Most of this pertains to your document and evidence for Customs and Border Protection. We recommend you keep the following documents in your carry-on luggage: your passport with your visa in it, your DS-2019 form, your I-901 SEVIS receipt, and your DS-7002. Please note, Irish Work and Travel participants, you will complete the DS-7002 when you're in the United States and have found your training program. We of course recommend that you keep your flight ticket in your carry-on luggage and any other travel documentation you may bring with you. You should keep your insurance information with you, perhaps in your wallet, and any evidence of funds to show the immigration officials that you have funds about you. You'll recall that when you applied for the program, you did have to show evidence of funds. The immigration official may ask to see that evidence. Many people will bring driver's license with them to the United States. Some will apply for international driver's license. We recommend, if you intend to drive in the United States, that you do apply or bring your international driver's license with you. Some petty cash would be handy to have about your person, particularly to get you through your first day in the United States. You may have taxi cabs, you may have to tip. We do of course suggest that you bring any medication with you. We recommend that you bring as much of a supply as you're able to. Prescriptions can be very expensive in the United States. Hopefully you've made a note of the Ireland Institute of Pittsburgh's contact information, and you will have that with you as well. Please do contact us if you have any problems at all. We recommend finally that you make copies of any of the documentation you can. If you make copies and scan to email, you'll have a record of all of those documents in your email in the event that you lose any of them. This can help when replacing. So, either before you arrive in the US, in your home airport, or in a United States airport, you'll pass through immigration. It's called US Customs and Border Protection. Although the embassy or consulate in your country granted you the DS-2019 and visa, the official now at CBP will re-review your application. It's very, very important that you have a full understanding of why you are in the United States. If you have a training plan, you should know the contents of that training plan. You are coming to the United States for an internship or training program. It is not a job. You should fully understand that. The immigration official may ask you to provide information about housing. It's very important that you have that. So, you're through immigration and you've arrived at your city or town of choice. There is an arrival procedure that we ask you to go through. First of all, you're going to review an arrival video. It's quite similar to this video, except there'll be more information that will be more relevant for you upon arrival. After reviewing the video, we will ask you to email some documentation to the Ireland Institute of Pittsburgh. We'll ask you to send your DS-2019, your visa sticker, your visa stamp, and an I-94 departure arrival record. We will give you the link for the I-94. In addition to these PDFs, we ask you to email us your US phone number, if you've gotten one, and also your US address. After you've sent the email, we ask you to contact the Ireland Institute of Pittsburgh at 412-394-3900. We recommend you do this as soon as possible to ensure you are approved and can move on to the next step, which is applying for your Social Security card and number. We ask that you contact us within 1 business day of arrival. The quicker you are approved here in the United States, the quicker you can apply for Social Security and your bank account, the quicker you will be considered on program. Once you've checked in, applied for your Social Security and bank account, you can then start your training program or internship. At that point, our Irish Work and Travel applicants can continue their search for an internship. So there's some basic information for you as you prepare to depart. We look forward to seeing you in the United States at some time. Please review all of your documentation and ensure that you have all relevant documentation with you upon departure. If you have any questions at all, feel free to contact our office. Thank you.